What's going on, guys? It's Jeff for MadHattersReef.com, and today we're going to be taking a look at the 220 gallon aquarium. What's going on, guys? Today I thought I'd do a tank update on the 220 gallon aquarium. I apologize in advance if my voice sounds jacked up. I had a pretty nasty head cold over the last week. But this video isn't about me being sick. It's about the 220 gallon saltwater aquarium. So let's take it from the top. I don't know if I've ever gotten into the lighting system on the 220 gallon aquarium. These lights came with the tank used, and recently I've had two of them die on me. As you can see in this video, they're pretty old. They're not in the best of shape. This is really old footage from before the tank was even really set up. They're those generic ones that you can find on eBay for around $80 to $90. They do the job. They kind of give that strobe lighting that people really try to stay away from. But for the money, they are a good light, and corals do grow very well under them. And I did have a couple of backups that I'd purchased off of Craigslist a couple months ago, so I was able to replace the ones that died on me without any problem whatsoever. And it really has got me thinking about what kind of lighting I want to go with eventually, and I'm thinking about putting radons on the tank. Just not sure if that's something that I want to commit to yet. Inside the tank, I'm still using the Neptune Systems waves, and the Vortec MP40 has made its way back into the tank. I'm using it kind of as a surface agitator and pushing it towards the front glass. The Neptune System waves are still working really great. I have them kind of turned down, which if I didn't want to use the Vortec, I could turn them up more and get more flow, but I just I like it in the tank, and it works really well on the back glass. The only problem is it's creating a significant empty spot, pushing the sand out of the way. It's kind of ugly, but I'm going to try to fill it in and put some live rock in there to see if I can kind of keep it from happening. But overall, I'm really happy with the flow in the tank, and I definitely have room to grow with the pumps that I currently have. I haven't added a lot of livestock to the tank as of yet, and the main reason being is I want to quarantine every fish that comes into the system. I have added shrimp and snails and hermit crabs. Currently I have two cleaner shrimp, and they're very small, even though that they actually look pretty sizable in this shot. They're about 1 inch long each. And the snails, I've added about 10 of them, the Astrea snails. I like those the best. They do a pretty solid job. And then I added 20 assorted red-legged and blue-legged hermit crabs. Next week, I'm actually going to be going and picking up the first fish for the quarantine tank. And it's going to be in quarantine for about a month before it's added to the display tank, just so I can see if it has any parasites or anything wrong with it. Next, we're going to talk about what's under the hood, and that's the sump. And the sump is a custom-made sump. Its total gallon capacity, I think, is around 40 gallons. So sometimes that's why you hear me say 220 gallons or 260 gallon system. And in a later video, I'm going to get into more detail why I designed the sump the way I did. So if you're interested in that, subscribe so you can catch that video when it comes out. Still running the Vectra M1, and as far as return pumps go, I think it's a solid performer. They're probably one of the least exciting pieces of equipment in a saltwater tank, but it does its job. The Tunzi Osmolator 3155 has been on the tank for about a week. I like it quite a bit. It has alleviated a lot of daily tasks for me because I was hand filling the tank, and I only had one mishap with it when I added the bio pellets last week, but it's done a fairly consistent job so far. The Neptune Systems Apex still running strong. I'm learning more about it every day, and I think it's a great addition to any saltwater aquarium. If you are looking to put one on your tank, I definitely recommend it. And here's a quick shot of my bio pellet reactor and skimmer. The skimmer is an Aquamax Cone S Q3, which it can handle up to 450 gallons of heavy bio load, which is a pretty rugged skimmer for this tank. And I'm very impressed with it. It is probably the best purchase that I've made for the saltwater aquarium tank to date, and I'm very happy with it. With the bio pellets I just added last week, I've noticed that the skim mate has changed a little bit. It's a little lighter and gray colored. And I thought bio pellets really started kicking in about 3 to 4 weeks into it. So I'm surprised that I'm already seeing a change in the skim mate on the protein skimmer. Like I said, bio pellets I added on Monday, and they're rocking about half a dose right now. And I'm going to be adding the remainder dose next week. And last and probably least, or maybe the biggest opportunity for my tank currently, the return pipes. And all I have right now is a pad stuffed in there and catching some debris. And what I need to do is go towards filter socks, and so just so I know that all that debris is getting caught and I can take it out of the tank. Right now, this is the biggest opportunity, I think, besides my lights on the 220 gallon. And this light that you guys see running in the sump, a lot of people have asked about that. This is just exterior lights that I have under there for filming purposes. And there's no photo period for this light. It's only turned on when I'm filming, and that's it. Alright guys, that's going to do it for today's video. If you're new to Mad Hatter's Reef, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and I'll see you guys next time right here with a brand new video.
Okay.